Forward march. Detail. Halt. Present. Color. Detail. Post colors.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to this great country.
Detail. Present arm.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Detail. Order arms. Detail. Forward.
At this time, I would like very much to introduce a special guest today to sing our national anthem, Mr. Dwayne Patterson, Jr.
Detail. Present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
At this time, I'd like very much to introduce a great friend of ours here in town and very personal to Robert Swindle as his pastor. So would you please help me welcome invocation to Pastor Eddie Akins.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Most gracious God, as we come for this reorganization, we ask you to just come within the confines of our city and to bless each and every one of the council, the personnel that's going to organize themselves for a better relationship in our community. Bless them, dear Father. Give them the honor, give them the praise, give them the glory, and give them the mercy. But most of all, give them the courage to run the city, the county as you wish. Give them what they need to understand that they cannot do it without you. And with you, all things are possible. With you, all strengths are possible. With you, all the things that they need to run this county will be in the hands of their prayers with you. So bless them, dear Father. Bless each and every one, male and female. Bless them as they go about doing the business in which you have ordered beforehand. Give them the energy, give them the wisdom, and give them the knowledge so they can run this city, run this county in the way it should be done. In your Son Jesus' name, amen.
You may be seated.
At this time, I will do my very best in recognizing all the dignitaries that are here today. If I forgive you, forgive me if I don't mention your name, but don't let me out of this room unless you tell me. The first person we would like to introduce is I can't say enough of this man. He's certainly always with us in time of need and in time of pleasure. And that's our highest ranking elected official here, and that's Congressman Frank Pallone, a great friend of ours. And also another dear friend of ours, and I like what he said when he came in, this is like home away from home for him, and it's a pleasure having him back. Monmouth County Prosecutor Ray Santiago. Okay, I think what we'll do is do our best here with maybe by town. This is a great pleasure of ours. She'll be a brand-new member in the Bayshore Mayor's Organization from the Atlantic Highlands, Mayor Lori Hottenleiter from Atlantic Highlands. Lori, thank you so much for being with us today. And a very dear friend right across the border, Mayor Joe Altamonte of Matawan. Staying with Matawan, we have Council President Dina Gunn, Councilman Stephen Russell, Councilman Brian Lipsey, Councilman Arlen Files, and another old friend of ours, a former councilman here with the Cannon clan. Say hello to Brett Cannon. Continuing, we have Councilman John Weber from Bradley Beach, and Councilmember Kristen Mahoney from Bradley Beach, Council President Jane DeNoble from Bradley Beach, and Councilman Al Gobitosi from Bradley Beach. I probably butchered that. And a brand new close friend of ours. He helped us with the election. He comes almost every meeting. We're going to put a seat up here for him. Say hello to Councilman Ben Forrest from Red Bank. Then we have representing the Board of Ed, the relatively new Board of Ed Superintendent Nellie Perez. Thank you so very much for coming here today. Joining her is Lindsay Chase, BOE Administrator Secretary, and Board Secretary, and Chris McGovern, Township of Aberdeen Board of Education member. Okay, and thank goodness for our new deputy mayor here, Cecil Warnaker. Please say hello to Cecil. And whoever else who might be here from the Mattawan Aberdeen Board of Ed, thank you for coming. Now, we have some old friends here today, and I mean, did I welcome John Weber? Yes. Okay, well, you get two, and that'll work out. Then we have some old dear friends. Former Keyport Mayor Colette Kennedy is here today. Thank you for joining us. Former Chief of Police, broke me in, John Powers. Welcome back, sir. And two dear friends, former Aberdeen Deputy Mayor Vinnie Vinci is here tonight. And former Aberdeen Councilman and retired Public Works Director Jimmy Laurel. Thank you both for coming. And our business administrator friend from Mattawan, Brian, thank you so very much for coming today. So what I'd like to do now, because it's a little lonely up here, I would like to get our four victors from November, if the congressman would do the great honor of administering the oath of office to our victors. Congressman, the floor is yours.
I'm told we're supposed to start with Greg Cannon. So Greg, come on up. I, Gregory Cannon,
I, Gregory Cannon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of councilman
the office of councilman
for the Township of Aberdeen,
for the Township of Aberdeen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, Greg?
Is that good?
Perfect, sounds good. I'll never gonna say otherwise.
You have. All right,
We'll make it work.
you guys are gonna hold the Bible. I, Conchetta Kelley,
I, Kelley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully
impartially,
and partially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of councilwoman
of the office of councilman
for the Township of
for
Aberdeen,
the Township of Aberdeen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys are going to hold this? All right. Then you're going to put your left hand on there. Okay. I, Arthur Hirsch.
I, Arthur Hirsch.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New
and
Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
and that I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of councilman
and of the office of councilman
for the Township of
for
Aberdeen,
the Township of Aberdeen
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
We have Robert Swindle. We're good?
I'm ready, Con.
Okay.
I, Robert Swindle,
I, Robert Swindle,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of councilman
of the office of councilman
for the Township of Aberdeen,
for the Township of Aberdeen,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Now I feel complete. I feel complete now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, everyone. Before I have just a few comments, and I'm sure my council knows I just have a few comments, there's a couple of more notes that I need to clarify, because I did forget, but we had two invited guests that did call me and told me they would not be able to come, and that's our municipal judge, Judge Kelley, and a very, very dear friend, personally, Councilman Cannon personally wanted her here, and I told her that Serena Damaso, her flight was delayed out of Florida, but I think she'd rather be in Florida right now. But Serena Damaso, former Assemblywoman, Mayor, Commissioner Freeholder, sends her very best. Another dear, dear friend of Aberdeen's. especially to me. When I came on board 14 years ago, she was the mayor of Homedale and was so very, very helpful. So to Serena and to Judge Michael Selley, thank you for your phone call to me. And then we have another dear friend who I just saw to my right. First met him when he was involved with Middletown. Then he went down to the Tom River of Manchester. And then one day I got a great text message saying that Mr. Lenny Inzarello is back in Aberdeen with us. Great place to be, Lenny, and welcome. Welcome, 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 and thank you for coming today. Terrific. Very good. Thank you, Lenny. And just a few words, because my council knows I couldn't get away without saying anything. I have to acknowledge some folks up here, starting with our town manager, Brian Russell, our new deputy director, Eric Walker, and Dwayne Pattison, our DPW director, for planning today's reorg and getting this room ready for our overflowing crowd. I thank all of you so very, very much. Well, we're here today because of the results of the election of November 2023, and that's why we come here today to the 2024 Aberdeen Reorganization meeting. We thank all our residents for taking the time to cast their vote in order to continue our government here in Aberdeen. Today, we celebrate the victors, have them take their oath of office, take their place on the dais, and reassemble our staff of professionals and continue the work that Aberdeen expects all of us to accomplish. It is truly a very special day. Under Town Manager Brian Russell and department heads, every one of you, our town is well-run, fiscally responsible. We live in a safe community with outstanding police department guided by Chief Matt Lloyd. We're also a very caring town with so many selfish volunteers who serve as firefighters, EMTs, board members. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. We also like to thank our bipartisan partnership with all our state representatives, county commissioners, and fellow mayors. Thank you all for coming today and honoring our 4 victors. I greatly appreciate it. So at this time, since we all have been placed back on the dais, I'm going to ask our clerk to do the roll call, first roll call for 2024.
Councilman Cannon.
Here.
Councilman Hirsch.
Here.
Councilwoman Kelley.
Here.
Councilman Martucci.
Here.
Councilwoman Montone.
Here.
Councilman Swindle.
Here.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes. And now I have to come clean with our congressman. Congressman, I have to be very honest with you. I am always very honest with you. Because of the date of today's meeting, I want you to know that we had a very informal swearing in the first week in January, where I swore in my colleagues, but without you being part of the swearing-in process, you have brought us such good luck over the years that we wanted to continue that with you, and I greatly appreciate you being with us today, as always. Thank you, sir. For the first part of the first official business, I'm going to ask, well, outgoing, not former yet. You're still deputy mayor, but I think you'd like to make a motion.
At this time, I would like to enter into nomination in the name of Margaret Montone for the position of deputy mayor.
Second.
Councilman Cannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelley.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Yes.
Councilwoman Montone. Yes, I guess. Councilman Swindle.
Yes.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, very good. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to point out to you is by creating the seating here today, to my left, your right, This is what we're going to be calling now Deputy Mayor Rowe. Every one of these individuals to my left have served as deputy mayor of our town, and I am the luckiest mayor in Monmouth County to have such incredible people. And Councilman Hirsch and Cannon, not too shabby either. Okay?
We're trying over here.
Well, yeah, well,
We're trying real hard.
well, Councilman.
It's tough sitting over here.
Look at it, it's a different perspective now.
Absolutely different.
And of course, Councilman, I should have warned you that Mr. Hirsch would be alongside you.
Yes.
But now you can talk about road improvements all the time, all right, as our road committee people. So I thank that, and congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, and thank you. Robert Sandler, why don't you meet me up here by the microphone, if you would be so kind? How are you?
Pretty good, yourself? Pretty good.
You know what we're going to be doing right now? You have an idea? You read it, huh? Okay, that's pretty good. Well, this is another very special moment for us. This gentleman, and I'm terrible, our clerk does such a wonderful job on proclamations, and I paraphrase him, because we've known each other a long time. But this gentleman here that's standing in front of you only started in the world of emergency medical services in May of 1988. Absolutely incredible. And you have to keep doing it until you do it right. Okay? We thank you. You have selflessly dedicated yourself to the community of Aberdeen, New Jersey, and your unwavering commitment and passion for helping others has defined this remarkable career, making him every bit of the word hero. Born with profound sense of duty, Robert embarked on his EMS journey with an eagerness to make a difference. In December 1988, just months after joining South Aberdeen EMS, he achieved a significant milestone by becoming a certified emergency medical technician. This certification marked the beginning of a lifelong pursuit of excellence in emergency medical care, which you have now done for 35 consecutive years. Throughout his distinguished career, Robert constantly demonstrated leadership qualities that set him apart. In 2015, he became a founding member of the Bayshore EMS. He climbed the ranks, holding various vital positions within the organization. His roles included treasurer, vice president, president, board member, lieutenant, captain, and ultimately chief. These leadership roles underscored his dedication to ensuring the highest level of professionalism and service within EMS community. Your leadership played a pivotal role in the establishment of an additional layer of emergency medical service, further enhancing the safety and well-being of the residents of this region. Robert, your legacy is characterized by countless lives saved, communities served, numerous hours of community engagement at town events, and a tireless commitment to the principles of compassion and excellence in emergency medical care. His story serves as an inspiration to all who aspire to make a positive difference in this world, reminding us that dedication, leadership, and genuine desire to help others can truly change lives and communities. So now, on behalf of this great council behind me and as mayor of the Township of Aberdeen, it is my sincere appreciation and gratitude for your 35 years of dedicated and committed emergency medical services to the Township of Aberdeen. Ladies and gentlemen, help me thank Robert Sandler. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome again a great friend of Aberdeen and someone I look up to very much, Frank Pallone.
I know, no, I always tell the mayor I don't have to say anything, and I always promise not to tell the same story over again, so I won't. No, it's all right. I just want to say, I know we have a lot of elected officials here, so I have to be careful about what I say. But I do have to say that there's nobody like this mayor and council in terms of they're looking out for the community, listening on a regular basis, knocking on doors, not only during the election, but the rest of the year as well. Whenever I come to any of their events, they usually have a list of things that I should try to do. I don't always do them because I can't do everything. But they're always looking out for the community, and they're always trying to listen. You know, there are a lot of politicians, and I use that term in a positive way, guys, politician. I consider it a positive, who, have their own agenda and decide they're going to, put their agenda forward and don't really care whether the public likes it or not. This is very different here in Aberdeen. They get their information about what they think they should do from the public, and then they go out and try to put it forward as best they can. And that's why they constantly get reelected and have residents who appreciate the public service. So I just want to thank you again, Mayor and the council. You're just great. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
At this point, I would like Councilman Cannon to also kick off the year, as he does every meeting, with a consent agenda motion.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Mayor and fellow council members, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the consent agenda, which consists of resolutions 2024-1 through 2024-36 inclusive.
Second.
Councilman Cannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelley.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Yes.
Councilman Swindle.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Montone.
I would like to first of all abstain from 13 and 16, and then vote yes on the remaining part of the consent agenda.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, thank you very much. At this point in time, I'd like to open the meeting to the hearing of the citizens. Anyone having any comments they'd like to make, all they have to do is come to the microphone where Dwayne is standing right now, and give us your name and an address and say whatever might be on your mind, if you'd like to do that at this point. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone, so what I will do,
Councilmember Cannon.
Oh, yeah, and absolutely. And before we depart, any members from council who would like to make a comment or a statement?
I'll say something. I would, thank you, Mayor, for the opportunity. Thank you all for coming. This election was a very tough one, and I'm glad that we prevailed. Thank you to my teammates, Robert, Connie, Artie. Thank you to Joe, Margaret, and Fred for all of your support. Thank you, Margaret, for being the vice chair of the party and supporting me always. I very much appreciate that. Most importantly, thank you to my wife and my family for allowing me to do this. My poor wife, in 2011, we got married and I ran for election. And then in 2015, we had 3 children under the age of 2, and she let me run for election. And in 2019, we had 3 children under the age of 5, and she let me run for election. And this year, she let me run for election while she was pregnant with our 4th child. And so, if everyone could give my wife a round of applause, I really... Congressman Pallone already has stole my thunder. I mean, the reason that we've been able to be reelected up here is because we do what you want, not what we want. We want certain things, but if you don't want them, then we don't do them. And that's the simple formula we've employed up here. You heard the mayor earlier joke about roads. It's because Artie and I listen to all the road complaints and try to figure out how to solve those, right? Margaret and Connie do the parks with Fred, and Robert joins us on the roads. Joe's involved in Just I Feel. We all have our hands in the community to do what you want. So thank you to all of you for putting me back up here. And please reach out with whatever you want, because that's what I'm here to do. Thank you.
Robert?
Yes, I would. Thank you, Mayor. Giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. For without God, there are those doubters that said when I was coming up and in high school that those who would most likely to succeed, and I was on that list of those that the ones that was going to end up in prison. I wished I could go back and tell them now, but most of them are dead. That look at me now. I also want to thank my family, those that are here. As the congressman said, isn't this your fourth time? I said, yes, it is. But as you look around, there's somebody missing. The young lady that was with me for 50 some odd years, most of you here know her, Clarice. She was the one that said, you know, if you wanted to run for president, you would win. Y'all see her before I do, till I came close, but I also like to thank the Short Knights under the guidance of our president, Mr. Butler, Ricky Butler. So let's give them a big round of applause. I also like to thank Butler Lodge, number 42. I see some members from there. And then my grandkids, I call them, well, I started out with Devin as my campaign manager, and he lasted a day. And then my other two campaign managers, Brianna and I can't think of her name, Chanel, they lasted a day. Once I paid them, and they kept promising me, well, let me know, Pop-Pop, when you're going back out. I'm still waiting on them to go back out. And then my granddaughter, who flew in from Savannah, Georgia, Friday. Kiara, thank you, sweetheart. I will never forget that my first time running, and we was at the Butler Lodge, and the young man came in and said, you know, I think you guys are losing this race. I think you better go out and knock on some more doors. Now the poll closed at 8:30, and this was 7:30. I'm saying to myself, why would we be going back out, knocking on doors at 7:30, and the polls closed at 8? But then I heard my granddaughter crying, oh, my papa gonna lose. I jumped up, went out there and started knocking on the door. So thank you all for coming, and may God continue to bless all of us. Thank you.
Ms. Kelley, go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank Greg and all my fellow council people on this list right here, because they really worked hard for our re-election, and also people that are out there in the courtroom here now also worked very hard. You know, just like Robert said, knocking on doors and calling people and handing out flyers. I really appreciate all that, you know, the work that you put into getting us re-elected. I also am really happy and excited to be here again because it's really been a privilege working on this council. I'm very proud of the work we do, and it's basically just like I always feel like we get things done. We just do. And I want to just continue that and have the opportunity to finish what we started. Thank you very much.
Counselor?
Thank you, Mayor. I wasn't really prepared to say anything this evening, but a couple of things I do want to say. First of all, if it wasn't for a cold winter evening, sitting on my couch, contemplating retirement, contemplating relaxation, that I got a phone call from two gentlemen that's sitting up here with me, Mr. Cannon and Mr. Tagliarini. And they said, yo, you want to run for council? Well, at that precise moment in time, I said, let me think about it. And they said, no, you're going to run for council. And then they proceeded to give me the address, time, and date of where the three of us were going to sit down and meet to discuss the beginning of the campaign. And it was one of the best decisions they ever made for me. It is a true pleasure to be serving with this group of people. We've accomplished a lot. We've got a lot more to go. And I got to tell you, if it wasn't for certain individuals sitting here this evening, none of us would be here, especially myself. Okay, my niece, my great-nephew and great-niece made it their point to spend an afternoon knocking on doors, hanging literature, and getting votes. What the number of doors they knocked on in the period of time they spent with us, I would have taken me a year and a half. I also want to thank my son, Justin, and his family for saying, hey, get out and do this. My daughter, one of my greatest inspirations, and my granddaughter said, when I was contemplating whether I was going to do this for yet another 4 years, they kind of said to me, huh? Why are you thinking? I've got a really supportive family. I've got some incredible friends. And without their help, none of us would be sitting here today. And without the help of all of our families, friends, relatives, and even with some help from some of our enemies, we made it another year, another term. Okay? I don't know how my wife does it. You all are seeing her more now than I've seen her over the last 4 years. She works incredible hours. Put it in the words of my grandson, but she saves lives. Thank you all for your support and for your confidence in this amazing team.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all very much for coming out today. It was a spectacular day, and the end results were just terrific. And we always enjoy Councilman Swindle's comments. And as I always say, not to embarrass him, but to praise him, you had your spiritual advisor here today, and you've been mine for a long time. Thank you. Thank you all very much for coming out. It's a great day, and get home safe. And welcome back, everybody.
Motion to
Have a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good.
Yes, absolutely.